Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we will be speculating and predicting, based on the GTA 6 maps, what the GTA 6 map will look like when it is released in 2026. And also be substantiating our claims and ideas with a little bit of evidence I got my hand on, allegedly. So firstly, here is the GTA 5 final map prediction before it was released, apparently. And as you can tell, it looks very similar to the GTA 5 map in real life when it was released. So there actually is some... how would I put it? There is some truth to be taken, and we can kind of base our predictions based on these maps. They are very accurate. Some people have spent a lot of time making these maps. So we'll move on to one of the suspected maps. This is it here. Looks quite like the state of Florida. In reality, we've got Miami there. We don't have so much going up like Jupiter and, is it Palm Beach, Palm Keys? I don't know. I live in Perth, Western Australia. I'm not familiar with Florida. I've never been to America. I apologize for not being so correct. It does hug the water quite nicely though and reflects reality, and that's what I think it would look like. We've got not too much down the bottom. We've got a very, very small Tampa. And then we've got the airport where Sarasota is basically, which is in a quite an accurate location, which is not where I think it will be. This is not so reflective of reality. However, it does mirror what Rockstar could do, because they don't want to make the map based on real life. You know, real life's probably too boring. We'd need more industry areas, a deprived area maybe where there's lots of crime for all those missions to go on. Maybe even a no-go zone in Port Gellhorn, who knows? But so far here we've got an airport in Miami, well, actually quite in the center of the map, surprisingly, and another one in Sarasota, which would be servicing the area of Tampa. And we fail to have an area here reflecting Tallahassee, the capital of Florida, at all. There's just nothing there, not even an airport, which is quite disappointing to see. Moving on to another map that I think, for reasons, will not be reflected in GTA 6. We can tell here the land is a lot more smaller, however, it's much more dense and packed with buildings. We've got Little Haiti, which is supposed to be like Sarasota, then you've got, what is it, Venice, and then Naples. That's what I was looking for. You've got Port Gellhorn, that looks better. You've got York Airport. You've got what looks like another airport down here. You've got no airport servicing the Sarasota area. And then we've got another airport down here servicing Miami. It goes a bit more up here towards Jupiter and Palm Keys, if I'm correct in that. Another airport in the middle, that would be reflecting Orlando, I assume. No Tallahassee here, so we've got 4 airports in total. Sorry, 4 airports, 3 major airports, and then a minor airport. That's all I can see. Maybe we would have one down further below on Starfish Island as well. And moving on to what I think is the most accurate map is this one here, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But here we've got Port Gellhorn, which quite accurately reflects Tampa in real life. It's still showing it as a deprived industrial area, which I don't think will be so true. I really hope they go with the realistic Florida. I would love to go there. I would love to go there in real life. Never been to America, as I said, but I would love to explore it in this game. But obviously the game's going to be a little bit different. Potentially, what I'd love to see is it being based a little bit in the future, with Orlando being a more deprived, decaying area, or even adding bits of Georgia, which could be really deprived. Or potentially, if you can fly to another area, that would be the sickest, most amazing thing. But here you can see we've got Vice City, we've got like Jupiter, it kind of goes north up from Miami to the end there. And we've got Tallahassee here as well, which is Ambrosia. I hope that I've pronounced that correct. Ambrosia in where Tallahassee is in real life. We can't see any airports here because everything is too small for the eyes. This is what I think is the most accurate thing. And if we look at what apparently was in the GTA 6 trailer, which is this, a car registration, we can see it says Leonida. And it's in the shape of Florida, which is very similar to this shape of Florida. And we can see we've got Tallahassee, kind of, I think they call it the panhandle up there. So, yeah, that's why I think that's the most accurate. Let me know in the comments below what you think will be reality. I think it will look like this. I do think it's quite accurate in the industrial areas. I don't want it to be true. I want it to look real. I want to explore the whole of Florida in the game. But I do think that Port Gellhorn will be a more deprived industrial area. Ambrosia seems like the same. Potentially they'll just make it a lower class area as it is in real life. That would be quite cool. And then Port Gellhorn, an industrial area. and then Vice City being the main city, obviously. It will probably be a bit lonely when you go off somewhere else. It would just seem weird, like you're off the edge of the planet. But Port Gellhorn, I can't see the whole thing being... Look how big that area is. I can't see them making that all an industrial area. That is far too big. Maybe industrial segments in there, upper class along the water, and then when you go further away, it turns into a really deprived area. That could be cool to see. Anyways, once again, thank you so much for watching. Oh, there's an airport there. So, airport-wise, what do I think we will get? I definitely think there will be one in Miami and one in Tampa. I hope there will be one in Tallahassee and Orlando. And I'm predicting probably like 70-30, have one on Starfish Island too. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, have a fantastic day, and I really do hope to see you in a future video. Bye, guys.